So, YouTube family, there's been a string of things coming along the lines with the name of Sanders. Deion Sanders, that is. A lot of people are poking the bear and poking the dots and saying things of hoopalas. Now there's a Mayo Negrumps Nation player who's created from the Negrumps Nation and the Mayo Nations at the same time. This guy over here, Phillip Lindsay, the one who has been a player who has not achieved greatness in the NFL that he thought he was. He's no longer in the NFL. I know he had played for the Seattle Sea Dragons in 2023. Well, this guy decides to go on the internet and blast Deion Sanders out of nowhere. And you know who he used to play for? He used to play for Colorado University. Now, he believes Deion Sanders deserves more criticisms, as if Deion isn't already getting criticisms for everything he does. This guy claims that Deion needs to get more criticism. Let's read some of the things he said about Deion Sanders. Now, this may be Sanders' last opportunity with this much attention, Lindsay said. If he strikes gold on this opportunity this year with the players that he has in here, his son Shador being a first-round draft pick, Travis Hunter being a first-round draft pick, it can be very special. But it's not going to come down to those players. It's going to come down to the coaching. I mean, what a philosophy to give us. So overwhelming. Wow. Who would have thought that you need to have proper coaching to win games? Who would have thought that it takes more than two players to win? Well, you can't tell Caitlin Clark fans that. According to them, there is an iron team, but I digress. This guy just really basically took a chance to nitpick and denigrate Deion Sanders for his failures. What you guys don't realize is men, or I'm going to say little boys like Phillip Lindsay, he doesn't like that brother that gets to show up his plays. See, before Deion Sanders, a scrub like Lindsay was the token that he loves to be. A lot of brothers who look like us love to be the tokens in these neighborhoods, meaning they want to be the only Negrumps nation representing the Mayo nations. He doesn't feel good that everything he's worked for at Colorado University in Boulder is getting shredded and erased with a coach who only won 4 games. That bothers guys like Phillips. So in a weird way, he thinks by getting on this hero rant against Deion will help his situation. Now, we're not done here before I continue on this so-called analyst of him. He says, we criticized Sean Payton last year for some of the things he did on the coaching side of it, Lindsay said on the drive. Hot Buffalo Wire, there would have been a lot of criticisms for Coach Prime and what he brought to the table as a coach in certain situations. That has to be better. And then it's the unknown of your offensive and defensive coordinator. Are they the right fits for the job? First of all, tell us that you're not paying attention to Colorado football without saying it. You are an embarrassment, Phillips, because you clearly haven't been paying attention to the adjustments. You haven't watched when Sean Lewis, the failed coordinator who refused to adapt to game time situations. No wonder Kent State, he failed over there. And all of a sudden he gets a job as San Diego State's head coach because of Coach Prime, the Prime effect. But let's fast forward. Sean Lewis got replaced by Pat Schumer, an NFL credentialed professional coach. Where were you to nitpick and picked on that? Because you don't follow. You're obviously in your feelings. And the fact that you would bring a Sean Payton to the same situation with Deion on the college level lets me furthermore know a lot of things about you, dude. Why do Sean Payton and Deion Sanders have to correlate with one another? There's been a lot of coaches who they talked about that failed. Why not bring the other coaches' names up as well and say, how come Deion doesn't get the same level? Because it's not really about Sean Payton with you. You are a passive, aggressive gentleman, Lindsay. I really believe that. Let's put a new picture up of him. You're not only that, but a coward that flunked out of the NFL because the NFL deemed your position as running back, it's minuscule. It's not worth anything, not even pennies. So you're on this bitterness rant to Protect your legacy at Colorado because it's being shifted. You've done nothing at Colorado, and I'm going to explain a little bit later. Let's go to a video of this coward explaining this about Deion Sanders, explaining your love for Deion, but now you're hating on Deion. Look at this dude riding Deion over the last couple of I'll say almost a decade ago when he was getting he thought he was getting drafted because he was an undrafted situation, but he had a good game for the Broncos. I think it was during week 13 of his second year, I think. And Deion, like the man he is, gives this brother love.
My mother, credit to my...
What's up, boss? Oh, hey.
How you doing, Mr. Sanders?
Whoa. Hey, baby, come on, man. I need to see the whole look, dog. Let me see it. Let me appreciate it further. Give me the whole look from head to toe.
Hey, okay, look, right here.
Uh-huh.
Right here, the shoes. My mother, credit to my mother. My mother she picks out my suits for me, man.
Oh, your mom.
Every week, she got something different for me every week.
You go hard every time I turn on the TV. You going 100 miles an hour, like you trying to get somewhere, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I credit my offensive line. They love me, man, and they're doing their thing.
And that passion, man, that we missed from this game, man. You know, 5 touchdowns in the last 3 games, man, and you won all 3. And it's infectious, man. Like, when I see you, I couldn't wait to get you on, man, because you ball, you got the call, and I couldn't wait to talk to you, man.
I appreciate it. I'm excited to talk to you, man. I see it all the time, and I'm like, man, I wish I could do that. But I just love the game, man. I love the game, and I do it for the game. You got to keep rolling. You got to keep rolling.
Man, you know, it's funny. Some things that we think we want, but some things that God know we need, and you could have been anywhere. But God just so fit for you to be right there in Colorado, man. Staying at the crib, playing for the hometown team, balling at the crib in the mama's basement, and mama hooking you up, lacing you with the outfit every week.
I go with it.
See, he's Colorado pride right now. He can't have Deion Sanders being in his situation. He can't have Deion Sanders overshadowing what he gets to be. He wants to be the token boy in Colorado. You see who he acquiesced to as far as what segment of the community. He's a Benedict Arnold. He's one of these 2 for sure fakes, and I'm not impressed by him at all. We've seen many guys like him come along and running along, popping their ish because they want to placate to a certain audience that doesn't like Deion Sanders. Now, he continued a little bit more. Lindsay stressed that CU has a chance to set itself up for success with more wins on the football. I mean, who don't know you can set up yourself for success with more wins? This guy's the typical cliche, man. He said this may be Sanders' last opportunity with this much attention. I think we've read this one already, but you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to say. This dude Lindsay is no different than anybody else I have seen with this full hypocrisy. This crap you're coming along just to get attention from a man's name that you adorn, and you damn near was salivating at the mouth when you met Deion. You couldn't believe a man of his stature would even speak to a peasant like you, and I do mean peasant. Peasant of the worst kind, man. You went to Colorado from 2013 to 2017, and you had losing seasons after losing seasons after losing seasons. I don't care how much yards you had rushing. Did you win or not in Colorado? So how dare you can give Deion any advice if you had losing seasons after losing? Basically, every year you were at Colorado was a losing pitiful season. The nerve you get to criticize that. And why are you angry? Let's pretend Deion isn't getting criticized. Why are you angry about it? What does it do to your life? Therefore, proving my point about you want that love Colorado is getting that you've never got. And you had 2 back-to-back seasons over 1,000-yard rushing, and no one even gave a damn about it. You didn't even get drafted. That there lies the problem with your bitterness, your angriness. Like, to say that Deion doesn't get criticized, you're a disingenuous coward, and I don't wish the best for you as far as your football career. I think it's too late because you're playing for Seattle Sea Dragons. Next, you're going to be playing with Dora the Explorer. You're a failure, sir. And I tell the truth about any cowards like you. To blame Deion for whatever you're going through, or you're on the binge again, drinking on the wagon. What type of liquor are you on right now? Stay away from it and keep your mouth closed. It's more embarrassing when haters don't even know what's going on. I understand the other people that hate on Deion, but guys like you, it looked like you just woke up and pretended to know about Deion and Colorado's new football. Dude, just stay away. You didn't do anything to help Colorado make money, get notoriety. Please, sir, we don't need you to jump on the bandwagon now, because while you were there, you brought nothing to the table, and that's what stings and bothers you every day. Deion could win only 2 games this year, and guess who's going to be the hottest talked about team again? You guessed it, Colorado football. Not your Colorado football, our Colorado football. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm DJ Blessed One, the best one. Love your family and love your kids. Stay blessed.
I've been broke so many times.